many people did you kill?
Not people.
You crazy son of a bitch!
I gotta show you something.
No, you ain't showing me nothing. I got a wife and kids, so leave me alone.
Naturally, he lost his glasses.
My glasses! I can afford more glasses.
So the next day, he tries to get the box out of the trash, but the trash has already been taken out. So he has to dig it out of the truck. Poor John, he's just not having a good week.
Oh, no.
You'd think the driver would notice that he was driving off and leaving trash everywhere. Frank finds John in the alley.
Wait!
And John tries to convince Frank to put the glasses on.
I'm telling you, you dumb son of a... I'm trying to save you and your family's life.
You couldn't even save your own!
Triggering the best fucking fight scene ever. Seriously, it's amazing.
Put on the glasses.
It's so brutal. Roddy Piper was a boxer at one point, and it shows. It's so stupid. You think Frank would be just a little curious about why John wants him to put the glasses on? Or that maybe John might try to make some attempt to explain himself? But no, there's no dialogue here other than put the glasses on.
Put them on.
And then the fists just start flying again.
No!
Anytime this fight seems like it's cooling down and it's about to end, it starts right back up again. It resorts to wrestling moves, biting, crotch kicking, and then eventually they pick up dangerous weapons like they literally want to kill each other over some misunderstanding about a pair of sunglasses. It is glorious.
Put the glasses on! Put them on!
Still not over.
Fuck you.
So after suplexing him, he finally gets the damn glasses on Frank.
Look! Look at them, they're everywhere! Brother, life's a bitch. She's back in heat.
So now John's got an ally.
He's my bodyguard!
Even if they both look like they've been through hell.
I want a room.
Don't wear them glasses too long. It starts to feel like a knife turning in your skull.
We can't be the only ones who can see.
Frank makes a good point.
We gotta find the people who made these.
Yeah. If any of them are still alive, start tearing it.
John talks about how he ran away from home when he was 13. That's another part that's based off of Roddy. I hope the rest isn't true, though, because yikes.
Tried to cut me once. Big old razor blade. There gonna be hell to pay. 'Cause I ain't Daddy's little boy no more.
The next day, it turns out that some of the people who made the glasses are still alive.
Frank? The world needs a wake-up call. We're gonna phone it in.
There is a meeting that night, which they go to, and exchange their glasses for contacts.
Brand new. Got the first shipment today. There's less interference.
It turns out that the enemy is aliens. The Resistance doesn't yet know what they want from us, but they have some theories.
They're free enterprisers. The Earth is just another developing planet. Their third world.
We could be pets. We could be food. But all we really are is livestock.
Also, while most people are being fooled by the aliens, a few have knowingly sold out to them for their own personal gain. And suddenly this reminds me of V. By the way, I need to cover that. I love the hell out of the original miniseries. Anyway, they have been broadcasting information straight into our brains, and the plan is to find out where it's coming from and shut it off, so everyone will see the invaders for what they really are.
Maybe coming from one place.
KRDA is clear. The transmission is going out clean. The signal's coming from somewhere else.
He runs into Holly, the lady who kicked him out of her house earlier.
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
But their meeting is interrupted by the cops, and all hell breaks loose. The scary Nazi police are back, and they take out most of the resistance. But of course, John and Frank manage to get away.
Frank.
What?
Frank.
What?
Frank.
What?
Get set to switch.
Frank ended up with one of the aliens' watches, and he accidentally opens a portal where they escape into an underground passageway. At one point, they have to hide from a couple of guards who are talking into a PKE meter. I'm not being cute, that actually is the PKE meter from Ghostbusters. They eventually stumble onto a celebration.
Not only America, but the entire planet will be under the protection and the dominion of this power alliance.
And it's confirmed that they have human collaborators. Because one of them is this guy.
How you doing, boys? I didn't know you'd been recruited. Welcome aboard.
Remember him?
Blow it out your ass. Now, you think that's something? Take a look at this.
He shows them around, and sure enough, the invaders are literal aliens. Space travel abilities and everything.
Well, boys, as far as we go.
And oh look, here's where the broadcasting happens.
Never seen the inside of a TV studio before. You look like the gentleman to ask.
Think we can go inside?
Be serious. You have your authorization cards.
Right here. Where's that signal?
It's up on the roof, I think.
The guy makes his case, which is pretty much that the aliens are already in control, and it's in everyone's best interest to not fight it and just go along with it.
And they're gonna let us have it good if we just help them. You can have a little taste of that good life too. Now I know you want it. Hell, everybody does.
I just realized that the twist for this movie should have been that Ted DiBiase was behind all of this.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
Anyway.
See ya, boys.
Well, I hate to interrupt you folks, but could someone please tell me how to get to the roof? How do I get to the roof?
Gotta love how polite he is.
Thank you very much.
John and Frank make their way to the roof. On the way there, they find Holly and take her along.
Let's go!
But it turns out she's a collaborator. John finds the satellite and is just about to blow it up when...
Frank! You and Holly clear?
I'm clear. Are you? Don't interfere. You can't win.
This is the only time that John kills a human in this movie. The fact that it's someone who betrayed him is probably not a coincidence. Defiant till the end.
The Oscar winner.
John dies, of course, but not before killing the feed and exposing the aliens for what they are.
All the sex and violence on the screen has gone too far for me.
Nice little dig at Siskel and Ebert there. Yeah, that's happening.
Hey, what's wrong, baby?
The end. So that was They Live. Do not confuse this movie with mindless action flicks. Yes, it does star a gun-toting, catchphrase-spewing, muscular badass who is played by a wrestler, but it's more than that. For one thing, he's not made of iron. He gets hurt. A lot. And he does have certain weaknesses and vulnerabilities. It would have been really easy to just have Piper play his wrestling persona, and while there are little hints of it here and there,
Formaldehyde face, that's what we got.
It's generally downplayed, and Roddy is mostly playing himself, as in the guy he really is for the most part.
There's something about him that is unlike other Hollywood actors. He seems to have lived life. And after I got to know him, I thought, well, this is perfect. Let me give him a try in this role, because I think he has an enormous amount of talent, and he's very real.
And of course, it's got that extra layer with the anti-commercialism message. You have to realize that this movie was made during the Reagan era of the 80s, and what John Carpenter saw as the ever-increasing commercialization of 1980s popular culture and politics, and how everything we see is designed to sell us something. There's also the paranoia fuel that comes from the idea that there are aliens among us, secretly influencing us, and we just can't see them. And of course, once we do, they're horrifying. Granted, there is some comedy that takes away from that, but it's intentional. Even though this movie has a message that it proceeds to beat you over the head with, it's obviously not meant to be taken 100% seriously. It does put some interesting ideas in your head, though, when it comes to how advertising works. A lot of this movie is still relevant today in that respect. I also think it's a neat little detail that the glasses cause the wearer to see in black and white, as if the aliens have been colorizing our vision. There was an annoying fad in the 80s led by Ted Turner where black and white movies were being colorized for TV broadcasting. Not only is that a bastardization of the original movie, but it tended to look awful. I wonder if the wearer of the glasses seeing in black and white was in response to that. So is John Carpenter saying that Ted Turner really looks like this? But here's some neat little facts about They Live that I wasn't able to fit in anywhere else. There are a lot of extras in the background playing homeless people. Well, homeless people were not hard to find in LA, and the movie was on a budget, so John Carpenter essentially hired some of them for a day to play extras. Most of the aliens are played by the stunt coordinator. The voice coming out of this speaker is John Carpenter slowed down. Also, Roddy Piper's character, who Carpenter refers to as John Nada in interviews and such, his name is never actually mentioned in the movie, and of course Nada means nothing. He's basically nameless because he's meant to be an everyman. Well, I think that's all I have to say about They Live. If you haven't seen it before, check it out, and if you have, maybe it's time to give it another watch. If nothing else, it's always great seeing Rowdy Roddy Piper rocking the plaid, inside the ring and out. That's it for now. See you next time.
This one's for you. May you be a half an hour in heaven before the devil knows you're dead, huh?
Thanks, Joe.